This project really started, I think, with the Miss Super Test 3 raceboat. I had known for many, many years that it was a world-class boat. It was the only world-class boat that ever won the World Championship 3 times, something that Canadians should be proud of, but I think has been lost in history. So with that fortunate acquisition, it led me to realize that there's a lot of other Canadian stories that we don't really remember. And it didn't take a lot of digging to find out things that Guy Lombardo, the famous band leader, was really a famous raceboat driver. And then the stories go into Muskoka very deeply. We find out that there were famous racers from Muskoka, designers from Muskoka, world records that were set back in the 50s that haven't been beaten yet. And so the Muskoka connection is really significant. And I think the fact that we're located in Muskoka isn't really an accident. It's done on purpose because there's a tremendous rich history here. It's also the kind of racing history that set companies like Ditchburn and Manette Shields on the map. Very much like the car racing, it helped companies like Ford and General Motors with their successes in racing. Well, the same thing happened with boats, and the early Ditchburn boats that won world records really helped them. And other boats from Manette Shields, which we have on display here, are similar. So it again set them on the world stage and led to many more racing victories. So there's a lot of stories to tell here, not just the boats, but the drivers and the owners and all those kind of things that I think will keep people captivated. I hope there's a certain wow factor when they arrive to see how many boats we have, the differences in the boats, some that are very large, some that are very small. I think there's other stories too, that how many boats appeal to young racers today and how many girls are active racers today in the sea fleet classes rather. And I think that's a surprise for a lot of people. Hopefully they'll also be surprised at the different sizes and shapes of boats, many that became features that are used in production boats today, production family boats. So there's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of neat people stories. We have the boats well marked with stories about drivers and owners. And hopefully it's an educational experience as well as a fun experience. And we hope there's a wow factor with it as well.